Greetings and welcome to Sunlight Refuge, where the name of the game is motivation, inspiration, and growth. Hi everyone, my name is Tracey, and if you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So, life, right? Life is all about growth, life is all about expansion, life is all about achieving the goals that we set forth for each and every one of us, for ourselves, to achieve the positive lifestyle that we all seek to live, right? But sometimes people can get stuck. People can get stuck in the old ways of thinking, the old environments, just lack of progression, right? And that's what today's message is about. It's about taking accountability. You got to take accountability to for where your life is right now, right? And I know sometimes it can be challenging. You know what I'm saying? We all like to believe that we are the best thing since sliced bread, but we can be. We just got to take care of some things along the way. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? You growing and elevating is a positive thing, it's a wonderful thing. So today we're just going to talk about that. And I wrote this down. You cannot defeat what you cannot define, right? And I thought that was so profound because if you looking back on your life and you don't see growth, you don't see elevation, you don't see the lifestyle that you want to live, but you don't know why. Like why? I think I'm a good person. I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I think, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to go within to define what's holding you back. And that starts with telling yourself the truth. You got to tell yourself the truth. If you are the type of person where it's like you show up, somebody haven't talked to you in 5, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 6 years. You know what I'm saying? But then the first interaction that y'all get, you on the same old program. That's a telltale sign that where's the growth? Are you growing? You know what I'm saying? So life will give us these telltale signs of, are we progressing, or are we digressing? Are we moving forward? Are we staying stuck? Like, it's going to be these things that's going to help you to identify where you are in life, right? But we want to live these positive lifestyles, so we're going to use the tools that are given to us. It's so many tools that are given to us. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at your life and you're wondering why your life isn't progressing the way that you want it to, you got to take some time to go within and identify the why. Because nothing is happening to you by coincidence, right? Life reacts to you. What you give, it reacts to what you giving it. What are you giving your life? So you got to think about that. You got to identify why. Okay, so I want to live this peaceful lifestyle, and I just want to do the things and create the things that make me happy, and you okay, cool, that's great, right? But you're not living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, why? Why am I not achieving these things that I want to achieve? Is it because I'm not putting in the time? Is it a lack of dedication? Is it a lack of focus? Is it a lack of accountability? You know what I'm saying? Is it a lack of knowledge? A lack of knowledge of self? You'll be surprised how many people are out here who don't even know themselves. You got to know yourself. You got to begin to go within and learn these things about you. What makes you tick? What makes you smile? What makes you happy? You know what I'm saying? You got to go within and you got to start learning yourself, right? Cuz we're not going to go through life blaming other people for the lifestyle that you live in. You got to take accountability. Same for me. I have to take accountability, right? So again, that begins with telling yourself the truth. You gotta tell yourself the truth. You can't be sitting up here talking about, oh yeah, well I could have been if she didn't. Well, I could have been if he didn't. And I could have been if the scenario. It's always somebody. It's always somebody. But nobody has control over your life. It's you, right? Change revolves around a commitment to your higher self, right? You got to make the commitment. You got to say, all right, today I can't do this no more. Like, this ain't going to work, and begin the steps to achieve the lifestyle that you're trying to achieve. It can be done. You just got to get out there and get the information to get it done, right? And another thing that was big on when you're ready to elevate your life, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you have to remove people, places, and things that hold you back. If you're around people who just always sitting around doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Not elevating, don't want to hear about elevation, don't, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to limit your interactions with these people, right? If you can't get ahead because you constantly drinking to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you losing relationships, you losing jobs, you losing your home, you know what I'm saying, like you burning bridges, and but you don't want to give that up. You know what I'm saying? You going to the same places where that's all they doing is just drinking and talking, shooting the shoot. You know what I'm saying? And then you wondering why your life isn't progressing. But that's not nobody else's fault. It's not about fault, but it's about accountability. That's on you. You are allowing these things to take root, and it's putting you on a path because these are two separate paths. If you just want to get up and blame everybody else, don't take accountability, you want to do all these vices, you don't want to let it go, you don't want to move on, you don't want to go within, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, accept the things that you've done to contribute to the life that you live in right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the growth in that? You got to take accountability. You got to go within. You got to tell yourself the truth. And that's like so key because it's not about putting you down. It's not about making you feel a type of way. It's about just being honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, then how are you going to be honest with anybody else? How are you going to grow within that limited mindset? Right? People will be more willing to help you or to, you know what I'm saying, give you advice and things of that nature if you show that you are trying. I've done these steps. This is what I'm doing thus far. But if you want to sit around and just sit there and blame other people and then get mad because they don't want to stick around and watch the, then that's you selling yourself short. Life is about elevation. Life is about growth. You got to grow. You got to move on from that. And you can't hold people hostage to you to just sit there and be a part of your downfall. That's the life you chose. That's the life you choose. But you can't expect nobody to just be tied to you for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta make a decision. You gotta get rid of some things. It may be really challenging. Some people, they can be smoking cigarettes for however long to decide, I don't want this no more, and be done. Some people, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Some people drink and they just like, I quit. I don't want to drink no more. And they can put it down. Some people, it's hard. So whichever way it is for you, that's just part of it. You still gotta go through it. Cause it's about growth. That's why I say your spirituality, your relationship with God is so important in life because you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that energy. You're gonna need that connection. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take accountability. You gotta go within and you gotta tell yourself the truth. You know? And get around people who are doing better than you. People, even people who have gone through the situation that you've gone through and have, you know, overcame that. That's another thing too. Like you got to get out of your ego. A lot of people, they don't want to be around successful people because it makes them feel a type of way. See, I'm different. I'm like, shoot, I don't never want to be the smartest person in the room. I know a little bit about a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I love being around people where they talking to me and they're like, do you know what this is? And I'm like, no, what's that? I'm like, what's that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love being around people who can teach me something. I love being around people who are, doing better than me in the area that I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? Learning these new skill sets and things of that nature. Like, I love that. There is no ego involved in that at all for me. You know what I'm saying? But that's not always the case. People will look at somebody who's doing better than them, won't ask them one look of advice because they afraid of how it's gonna make them look. Or then now they shadow side coming out. Now they just they think they all that and bruh, don't do that. Don't sell yourself short like that. You gotta get around people who can make you think. You know what I'm saying? People that can help elevate you. You know what I'm saying? And help you grow and help you learn and help you think different. Like, wow, I never even thought about that. You know what I'm saying? What kind of energy? You know what I'm saying? You want to have that type of energy. You don't want to be around some people with the same old, same old. You know what I'm saying? You ever come around somebody and they talking the same stuff? Like, dang, for real? That's what you? That's your response? Like you still on that? I'd be like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be that person where people are like, wow, that's crazy. They talking that same junk. You know what I'm saying? And then you, okay, You got to get yourself around some people who know some things so you can get some information to help you to grow and to elevate. Because that's what it's about. You got to stop being intimidated or jealous or any of them negative adjectives, about being and doing better than you, them being and doing better than you, who basically got it figured out. They got it figured out. They got the cheat code. Up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. They got the cheat code. How you gonna get mad at somebody who got the cheat code? Go get the cheat code. Go get some of that information to help you to get better and stop blaming other people and trying to make other people do for you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not a positive lifestyle at all. You in a group of friends, you always the one at the bottom. They always got to help you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be open to receive the information. It ain't nothing worse than a person who ain't got life together, but always acting like they know everything. Shut up and listen. Because if you got it, you wouldn't be living a life that you living right now. You know what I'm saying? But it starts with you. It starts with taking accountability for your life. Ain't nobody living your life for you. Nobody walking around with a gun to your head saying you got to do this. It's your choices. Don't be afraid to say, I'm sorry. Don't be afraid to say, my bad. I was going through some things. This is what I'm going through. I need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not meant to do life alone, but ain't nobody gonna want to do life with you if you acting like a jerk face. You want to be living in denial land. If you don't want to get up, get out, and do something. If you want to be in pity party avenue. These are places that I avoid. These are places where you should avoid. Because we're trying to live we're living these positive lifestyles, and that's part of it. Everybody can't live in your positive lifestyle world. Your peace, you protect your peace at all costs. If they're not bringing you peace, if they're not elevating you, if they're not giving you good vibes, what is it? What are they there for? What is it there for? If it's not bringing you good vibrations, if it's not bringing you good energy, if it's not bringing you elevation, why is it in your life? Especially when we talk about vices, because, like I said, it's just a temporary solution to a permanent thing that needs to change. We're trying to do permanent things. We don't have time to drink, pass out, get up, and still have the same problems. Still being your old, self. Not growing. Tearing down relationships. Blaming other people. We don't know when we gonna go. This may be my last video, y'all. I don't know. So I try to live life and do the best that I can with what I have and just keep going and growing and learning and giving advice, and you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to live in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to please God. He created me to do his will, and I'm doing my best to, to honor him. So no, I can't drink and pass out. No, I can't be promiscuous. No, I can't dress provocatively. No, I can't just eat any and everything. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't be around people, places, and things. Because that doesn't fuel my relationship with God and why I'm here. So You got to make that decision, because these going to take us down two different paths. These are two different lifestyles. If I'm doing all that, I can't be over here doing all that. You can't be over here doing all this, and you're going to be on two different paths. You know? So learn something. And keep yourself in the studious state of mind, and be secure in who you are. You may not know this, but you excel at that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't worry about that part. You trying to elevate. You got to get the information from somebody. You got to listen to somebody. But you got to be honest about your reality. You can't be creating this fictional reality in your head and playing it out in real life with real people, and and people looking at you like, what in the world is going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go within. You gotta define what's keeping you down, what's keeping you stuck, and take accountability for that. But then also making the decision to be better than that. Going out there, getting the information, changing your lifestyle, changing the people around you. You know what I'm saying? And for us who have to deal with that, be a true friend and tell your friend the truth. Don't be sitting up there just yeah, and yup, and if they had did this, your life could have been like this. Oh yeah, they wrong for doing that. Oh, where's the accountability? See, I'm the type of friend like, why he acting like that? Why she acting like that? Well, what did you do? Well, is that what y'all decided on? Like, I'm trying to get down to. I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, he sucked, girl. Yeah, I know you went out there and and he should be cool with it. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm too good of a friend, too good of a person to give you such sucky advice like that. You know what I'm saying? So if that's you, you got to be a better friend. Friends tell each other the truth and help your person, your friend, stay on the right path. And that starts with taking accountability. You can't just sit up there and blame everybody for where you are. Nobody's walking around with a gun to your head. These are your choices, right? So after you decide that, right, you gotta like go within and say, like, what are my goals? What are my aspirations? What type of life do I want to live? What type of person do I want to be? How do I want to influence people? What do I want my reputation to be? You know what I'm saying? And once you start curating that, and once you start making that take form and seeing it, you giving birth to a new and better version of yourself. You don't have to stay stuck in this old, busted, disgusted version of yourself. Give birth to a new version of yourself. One that will help humanity, one that will exalt God, and one that will lead you down a path of a positive lifestyle. This stuff is not hard, y'all. It's not hard. You just have to decide to do it. There is no shortcuts. I tell my children all the time, sure, you can go and you can cheat. You can lie and say I did it, and you can do all these things. But at some point, you're going to have to show this information. So if you over here cheating and lying and skipping assignments and whatever you're doing, at some point, you're going to have to show your knowledge. And when that time comes and you fail, then, you know what I'm saying? So you only prolonging the inevitable. So there ain't no shortcuts in this. You either got to take the time to learn it, Or, you know what I'm saying, you're going to take the time to learn it with some extra consequences. Who wants to go through consequences? I don't like consequences. I don't like being told no. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I'm asking for, it requires a yes. But you know what I'm saying? But I understand that sometimes it is no, but you know what I mean? Like, but anyway. So within that, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's gonna be uncomfortable. If you dealing with all these vices every day of your life, and then you decide, all right, I'm quit. That next day is gonna be, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna be a little uncomfortable. This is gonna be new. This is gonna be exciting and frightening at the same time. It's gonna be like, oh my God, it's gonna, it's gonna test you. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Right? You wanna go on a path that is more meaningful. And it aligns more on why you were created. Were you created for this? Or were you created for that? You know what I'm saying? I'm created for that. So I got to do things that's going to, you know what I'm saying? Make me smile, make me happy. Right? So the last thing is, don't let people hold you to the old version of you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be better. But you get stuck in these old mindsets and these old energies, and you're being anchored to that. But you gotta you gotta break the chains, because you can't grow this way. That's my biggest thing. I don't care what nobody have to say about me. You don't know me. Here's the thing. If it's been 5 months, 7 months, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years since we really like hung out, you don't know me. You operating on the old version of me. 20 years? Like, you know how much growth I've had in 20 years? You know how much growth I've had in the last year? That's what I'm saying. So if they want to just sit up there and handle me in an old mindset, or think of me in an old mindset, that's not my business. That's their business. But what I'm not going to do is entertain that. I'm not going to let that. I got to protect my peace. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you got to be. You got to be like, bro, you holding me accountable for some. I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, so don't let people, keep you in a stuck version of yourself, a past version of yourself. We all growing. Okay? So I hope this message resonates with you. I promise you, it is not hard. You just have to make sure that you just decide to do it. You got to make a decision. You got to decide to do it, and then just get going. Because you only got one life to live. Make the best of it. You don't know when your life is going to end. Make the best of it. You were created for a reason. Make the best of it. This is your life. Make the best of it. Do right by yourself. Do right by your people. Do right by God. And do right by humanity. That's the message, y'all. You have a wonderful